tough-minded team. I thought our defense was terrific, and certainly the great start we got off to I thought was helpful because it got the crowd into the game and gave our guys a little juice. But as you would expect, Notre Dame battled, and they're hard to play against. They can play a lot of different ways. They play small, they play big. They got tough kids with really good guard play, so they're a handful. And but our guys just kept battling all day. Defensively, I thought our discipline was great. I thought we really followed our plan well, and guys just hung in there. And we had spurts of good offense and spurts of bad offense, but we were able to withstand it because our defense was so good. So, all thoughts and prayers are with Dante, and we're hoping for good thoughts. I don't know anything, so I can't answer any questions about it. But, we'll hope that turns out well. But proud of Amir and the way he stepped up. He's really had a great 2 weeks of practice. The last 2 weeks, he's really playing with much more confidence. And, I just kept telling him, hey, man, the moment you're ready for this moment, it's not too big for you. You're fine. Go make plays. And thankfully he was ready, and he did it. Questions?
Coach, how impressed are you that they were able to get it done without Dante on the floor that long?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's hard. Like we had, when they go small and we play David Scarr at the 4, David Scarr really hasn't played much 4. And so we don't have a lot of things, as many things that we can run with him there yet. We had to play a little simpler, which is fine. Amir's used to doing it. So when they were bigger and we did different things, we could do most of our normal stuff. But I thought Shelton Mitchell really elevated his play. I thought he made some big plays and was aggressive. While that was kind of going on. It's funny, Marquise had a solid day but never really got rolling like you hope sometimes. Some of that's, again, because of Notre Dame. They're good defensively. And but I'm proud because of the way our guys competed. And, to beat Notre Dame, you got to be gritty. You got to be tough. You got to play. They just, you got long defensive possessions. You're guarding for 20 to 25 seconds. There's a wearing effect that can come if you're not ready to compete for 40 minutes against those guys.
I think you led wire to wire, but it always kind of seemed like you couldn't get him in arm's length.
Mm-hmm.
How impressed were you with your team's composure?
I think I was most proud of him is when Dante went down. That's hard. And, I thought our guys kind of just kept playing. We just kind of talked about just keep doing your job, and now, we'll be fine. And we can't do anything with Dante right now to help him. So best thing he wants us to do is to play. And don't be timid. And, I feel bad because I thought Dante, had a couple moments where he was really, like, obviously that was another drive he got. He just made a drive earlier where he banked one in. And there were some lineups where he had some advantages. And he was driving to the basket and obviously got fouled on a play where he had an advantage. And, he's had a very good year for us. And we're hopeful that it's not over, obviously. But for a little bit there, we're all a little bit like wondering about him, and that's hard to deal with.
Is Dante having an MRI?
He is.
Yeah. Can you say whether it's a knee or an ankle?
It's a knee. Yeah.
Coach Amir has shot a bunch of threes this season relative to his playing time. Asked him about that, whether he's given the green light, and he said that you have confidence.
Yeah.
Is that your philosophy with all your guys?
Well, no. You got to be able to make a certain amount. And we do shooting drills all the time, and Amir can make shots. It's one of the things we liked the most about him when we saw him play was obviously his physical tools, but he also is a guy that can shoot the ball. And so that's not an accident. I mean, he really, to be honest with you, we think he's a better shooter than he's been, and we want him to shoot that shot. That's a shot we practice all the time. He practices it. So he's going to shoot threes when he's open. And, so that was no surprise to anybody on our bench.
Greg, were you pretty pleased with the job you guys did on Farrell?
Yeah, I thought we did an unbelievable job. And, he's a terrific player, and he still did some good things, even though he wasn't shooting it well. He still had 6 assists. But, I'd like to think that some of the reason he didn't shoot well was our defense. I think our guys really hounded him. I thought we did some good things in the ball screen coverages. Obviously he and TJ Gibbs together are terrific. That's a terrific backcourt. Those guys are talented. They're fast. They can both shoot. They can both drive. They're they're very, very good players. Again, that's why I was so pleased with our defense. I thought we did some really good things defensively today.
Talk about how good it was to get off to the good starts in both halves. To get them
Well, it was, yeah. Obviously, again, the beginning of the game was critical just because the gym was ready to roll, and it always helps if you play well at the beginning, and then there's juice. And then you kind of take the break and you start the second half, and you want to get them going again. And I thought we did. I thought we made enough plays and kind of just kept the building pretty live most of the day. And that always helps when you're trying to defend and compete, and puts a little added pressure on the opponent. So that was critical.
Seems like Eli's had a good start in the last 2 games, but then they've gone away from him on the floor. Have you talked at all about trying to force it into him a little bit more?
A little bit, but even late, I thought he got it a couple times. I thought he made one good move. I thought he made one bad move, and then he made one move that wasn't very good, and he kind of got himself stuck, and he kicked it out to Shelton. Eli's going to be a guy we go to, certainly, and he's, we don't win games without him because he's provides some good low post presence, but we're not going to him, exclusively. We got too many other good players that can make shots and play off the bounce, and so we're going to obviously use him when we can and when we think it's a good situation, but we're going to share the ball. And I think our guys have been doing a pretty good job. I do think at North Carolina there were some opportunities where we went away from them, and we talked about that and watched some film on that. Tonight we were better, I thought.
Good.
Everybody good? Thank you.